What's up, Internet? If you have an ASV lever with the lovely trick quick adjuster and that quick adjuster has locked up on you or is hard to turn, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to fix that. First thing you're going to do is remove this little cover. There's a screw on the top and a screw on the bottom, and you can see the two screws in my hand. I've already done this, so we're going to pull this apart, put it on the workbench. The next thing that we want to do are there should be 3 set screws. You can see one right here, and I've already fixed this guy so I can turn it freely, but I'm going to show you what I did. So here's a second one, and then here's a third set screw. So we're going to loosen all of those screws to the point where we can free this up and turn it again, and then we'll take all of the adjustment out of it so we have the maximum slack so we can remove the clutch cable. All right, we're going to take a 3mm T-handle, and we're going to not remove but loosen the set screws, all 3 set screws. And that should allow you to start, if yours is completely locked up, that should break free enough movement so that you can turn this guy again if it was locked up. So at that point, we're going to take all the slack out so that we have enough room to actually remove our cable. And you need to make sure that your slots are lined up. So we've got a slot right here so that we can move the cable in and out. And so we need to make sure our quick adjuster is lined up so that we can get the cable out. Sweet. All right, next thing we're going to do is remove the inside piece. And that just threads out. And then if we look inside, we can see that there are some ball bearings. There's one here, so you've got set screws to adjust the tension on the ball bearings. And then you have the third set screw, and you'll notice that this one's empty on mine, and that's because I have removed the spring and ball bearing. And the reason why I did that is because the ball bearing was actually falling all the way through and out and then getting caught in the groove here that's used to remove the cable and install the cable. And so that was what was locking up the quick adjuster. Once the ball bearing started to fall out, it get caught in that groove, and then I wouldn't be able to turn my quick adjuster. So the short answer is I have removed the third one and just leave the set screw in there. Just tighten it down all the way. But with the 2 remaining ball bearings, set screws, and springs, the quick adjuster still functions just fine. If you have more than one ball bearing that's falling through the quick adjuster holes, then you probably are at a point where you need to get a new quick adjuster, and there's really nothing else that you can do to save that. But if you have the same issue as me, you can just remove the third one and it will still operate fine with the 2 remaining set screws, ball bearings, and springs. All right, we're ready to reinstall the quick adjuster. We've already inserted this piece here. And what we're going to do is, if you look closely, there's a groove right here. We're going to just put just a tiny little bit of grease on that groove. This is the groove that those ball bearings actually ride in. So we're just going to put a little bit of grease on there. And then we're going to take the quick adjuster. Now we still have our set screws for the 2 remaining ball bearings. Remember, this third set screw has nothing in it anymore because that's the bad guy. That was the culprit. These 2 remaining set screws are adjusted out, so we should be able to just slide this guy in. Next, we're going to reinstall our cable. Make sure we've got the opening lined up. Then the next step is we're going to tighten these set screws down. And with the springs, the idea is you can adjust how tight or loose you want your quick adjuster to move. I like mine pretty tight personally, so I'm going to snug these up really good. And last thing we need to do is adjust our quick adjuster to get the right amount of free play in our clutch lever. With that third ball bearing missing, it moves nice and smooth. You can still feel the click and the adjustment in the quick adjuster, the same as you did before, but now we're just operating with 2 ball bearings, 2 set screws. So get that adjusted up, get the right amount of free play in your clutch lever, and you're off and running. So that's it. The only other thing you need to do is put your guard on with the screw on the top, screw on the bottom. You're ready to rock and roll again. So that's it, man. If you have an older ASV lever, real quickly, I do not fault ASV. This lever is probably 10 years old. It hasn't broken. I'm not going to sit here and say it looks new, but look at that. I mean, I've hit the deck a lot, so this lever has been through some shit, and it still works. And now I've got the quick adjuster fixed and working again. I'm pumped. So there you go. That's the trick to get your quick adjuster working again. If it's locked up or if it's really, really hard to turn, probably the same issue I had with mine. And now you know how to fix it. So keep the rubber side down. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.